These Negroes, the Democratic Party, they got one purpose and one purpose only. That is to use their blackness to help other people. And that's their goal. And then they go sit down somewhere and count their money and mind their business. That's the hustle. And that's what they do. From Al Sharpton to Van Jones to Van Lathan to Abby Phillip to all of them. That's what they all have in common.
Tim Black's BS detector.
Tim Black's BS detector.
Tim Black's BS detector.
Order, and there are deportation proceedings to get these people out of our country.
Listen, how long you want this to last?
The 99-year-old who is here did not invade our country.
All right, Batia, let me let you get a word in.
Well, to me, like the energy in defense of these gangbangers.
I'm not defending
the
them.
way
I just said people should leave.
I feel like that poem where it's like, first they came for the guy who beats his wife, and I said nothing because I don't beat my wife. And then they came for the guy who said, I love killing Jews. And I said nothing because I don't love killing Jews. And now they came for the gangbangers, and I said nothing.
Can I say something real quick? Do you know why that triggers me? That triggers me because I come from a place where a whole bunch of people, they're American citizens, but they're thrown away. They're thrown away because they might have committed crimes, because they got in trouble when they were young.
You should be the angriest that they care about the gangbangers and not those people.
No, what I care about is that there is a system of laws that is supposed to protect the due process of those people.
Yeah.
And that has to matter more than what society thinks about whatever they have done.
Who didn't get due process. I don't know why the Democrats are not angry about that. Because they're not citizens. We do not owe them the same thing. It has to mean something to be an American.
Van Lathan, what are you talking about, brother?
Tim Black's BS detector.
Tim Black's BS detector.
Tim Black's BS detector.
I'm not saying she's dead on, but she did have a point. And that point is very simply, why are you so bent over backwards to virtue signal about another group of people when we going through hell? You up there championing for other people to come into the country. Meanwhile, you just said we got black people that catch hell all over the country. Why do you think they catch hell all over the country, Van?
Tim Black's BS detector.
Tim Black's BS detector.
Tim Black's BS detector.
In Boston, Massachusetts, in 2002, the average black family was worth $7. Average white family is worth $250,000. In 2022, they went back and did another study. Black families had moved up to $11,000. White families were still over $200,000. We can't afford to live with your type of politics when we ain't living your way. It's like somebody got diabetes, type 2 diabetes, and you don't have type 2 diabetes, you get to eat a certain way. You can go ahead and have that smoothie or whatever, that milkshake with the extra shake. But the person with the type 2 diabetes has to be more concerned. They need to go ahead and get a fruit water. You understand what I'm saying? Neither one of them are evil. It's just one group can eat whatever they want. They don't have to worry about the sugar. They don't have insulin resistance. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't gonna lose their foot because they would have a damn Sunday. But somebody else might go blind. And we got people telling people that at the risk of going blind or being amputees, not to worry. And making it a moral conversation instead of making it a reasonable, logical conversation about what affects our lives. So to the black people that are listening to this show, who disagree with me, who got a problem with what I'm saying, you're being overly emotional. You're looking at it from the wrong lens. You are not white. And if you're doing well, more power to you, man. God bless you. Go to jointimblacktv.com. Go to Tim Sake Live on Patreon. Support this show since you're doing well. But I'm talking about your cousins and your nephews and your neighbors. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about people that aren't doing well. I'm talking about people that need this public school system to work for them. You understand what I'm saying? They need the services to work for them. They can't have New York City shutting down public schools that the poor black kids go to because they want to house migrants in the schools. We can't have Chicago, who can't keep their own public schools open, spending $500 million on people that ain't even citizens of that state or city. We got black folks trying to live like white folks, trying to have the politics of white folks, and being browbeaten and feeling a certain kind of way, self-conscious and feeling, being caught up in a moral dilemma over it. Because you're good people at heart. You're good people, so you're concerned about other people, and I understand that. And I get that, man, and I want to be sensitive to that, because I get it. It sounds harsh. If my house is on fire, your house is on fire, I expect you to get the people in your house out first before you come over to help me. Black Americans got to do that. That is the due process of every person. Every person should be able to save themselves, care about others, want to help others, but save yourself first. Because if you ain't here, if you ain't saving your kids, that's your direct responsibility. You ain't saving your kids, your family, the people in your house. We're not in a position to do this. Damn it, man, I'm starting to feel like Michael Singleton is one of the only brothers I've heard that even get this.
Oh, now we're not? No, that's not relevant?
It's not
no,
relevant.
I'm talking about Marco Rubio, because Marco Rubio used to be an advocate for TPS for Venezuelans, and Marco Rubio used to be an advocate for Nicaraguans and Cubans. No, I know you're not.
If you come into this country illegally, you are going home. Simple as that. We do not have unlimited resources.
I think a lot of Americans
to take care of other people.
There's a hell of a lot of people, other than the black people who were brought here as slaves, who came to this country illegally.
They're not the same as black people who were brought here against our will.
That's exactly what I just said. I said there is a lot of people.
Now, you want a virtue signal about helping some people that are in their country and they're going through some things and they're coming to America, and some of them are not even going through some things. They just want to come here and make more money. So do we. So do we. So do we. You know, we want to make more money in this country. Us, black Americans. So, yeah, I hear what you're saying. It sounds misguided, misdirected, you know? But that's what I notice about Democrats, particularly black Democrats. They're all about helping other groups before black Americans. And I don't get that from Republicans. Republicans want to aid Americans. And oh my goodness, guess what? Black Americans are Americans. And all the Democrats gonna have for you is, but they're a racist over there. Yeah, America's got some racists in it. There's some racists in the Democratic Party too. I know, I met some. So you can't come at me with the nonsense. But at the end of the day, we got one group that's all about helping other people, and we got another group that's about helping Americans. And we belong in that group. And this group wants to use black people as collateral to help a whole bunch of other people. And Van Lathan is in that second group, the group that wants to help a whole bunch of other people and use black people to do it. And he just did it. He just tried to beat back her argument by talking about black people that are struggling, meanwhile wanting to divert all our focus and attention on another group of people that aren't even citizens of the United States.
That triggers me because I come from a place where a whole bunch of people, they're American citizens, but they're thrown away. They're thrown away because they might have committed crimes, because they got in trouble when they were young.
You should be the angriest that they care about the gang makers and not those people.
No, what I care about is that there is a system of laws that is supposed to protect the due process of those people.
It seems like if you got a group of people that vote for you 95% of the time, they don't even look to see who else is running. They just look at D and check D. You would think they cut the check for black America, but they won't. And Van ain't gonna stand up for that because Van wants a career with the Democrats. He won't say the truth. If I can't get the check cut from the Democrats, I get the check cut with Republicans. And I don't care how people feel about it, because my people need the check cut. And if it ain't a direct check cut, but it is focused policies that help Americans first, well, damn it, that's what's going to have to be. And you don't have to like it. That's my opinion. Because my goal is to help black people that are stuck at the bottom. That 1/10 of the wealth of white America, that's us. That's my people. I don't know what Van on. He on some other stuff. Why not throw black people into the conversation and then campaign for someone else? That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Nobody else does that. No, I've not seen no one else do that. I never hear LGBTQ people bringing up LGBTQ rights to help disabled people or vets or differently abled people or seniors. No one does it. But it seemed like it's like these Negroes, the Democratic Party, they got one purpose and one purpose only. That is to use their blackness to help other people. And that's their goal. And then they go sit down somewhere and count their money and mind their business. That's the hustle. And that's what they do. From Al Sharpton to Van Jones to Van Lathan to Abby Phillip to all of them. That's what they all have in common. Using their blackness, Joy Reid, melanin, using their color to help other people and leave black people in the corner barred up like old homework. Like wing paper. Like wing paper, juice paper just laid up in the corner, man. This is horrible, man. It's horrible what they do, and it's up for us to call them out. I'm going to keep calling them out. If you want to be a part of that, become a part of the Tim Black Wolf Pack. That's all I can tell you. Let's keep it moving, man. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Perfect. You made it to the end of the video. I appreciate you. Now, Google thinks this next video is going to be perfect for you. It's right up your alley. So click the next video, watch that with me, and let's keep this politics going. You're built for this.